Right guys then, so let's get right into this video. 6 Trump supporters versus 1 secret hater. Feel sorry for the hater when they found out, but let's get right into it. Come on, let's see.
We brought together 7 Trump supporters.
I am a Trump supporter.
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 1
I mean, from that I can't really tell who I would vote for at the moment, but yeah, let's see.
is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize.
So I think we should.
Right, so my vote from here is gonna be the furthest woman on the left. That's who I'm voting for. I am voting for her. Come on, please be right.
Should say why we support him, since assuming we all do. Okay. So did you want to start?
Sure. I'm supporting him because I'm a dad.
I support him because record unemployment rate at all-time low, stuff like that.
I mean, it just didn't look confident. He did look like he was very nervous, which is understandable, but he just didn't look right.
When people lie, they tend to like touch their face.
I really love how he's a Christian and he loves Jesus and God. He's actually the only president in history that's
Quicker,
said,
because we have like 6 people right now.
I support him because he follows the Constitution.
I support him because I feel like we have more religious freedom with him in office than Hillary.
Yeah, there's so many reasons, but America first, I guess, is my reason in all
Same
facets.
here. He's done a lot for the country.
So she was right next to me, and she didn't necessarily cut me off, but she seemed just very nervous. She didn't sound like she believed what she was telling everybody.
I mean, obviously you're going to be nervous. I mean, even if you're not the mole, you're going to be nervous because you don't want to get voted out. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, yeah, I mean, she's right next to you. She kind of cut you off, but she was just waiting for you to finish. Come on, man.
Okay, my faith informs my voting, simple as that. And second, my dad has been in the Marine Corps for 30 years, and so vet support is really important to me.
Wow.
It was super nerve-wracking going into the first speed round because you know that everyone has assumptions about how you look.
He's got a lot of diversity of support out there. They just don't speak up out of fear. And so it was interesting to try to read everything from body language to what they were actually saying.
You know what? I want to change my vote. Him. Oh, you can't see him. You can't see him. No, where is he?
I voted for Sierra.
This guy. I'm changing my vote to this guy, touching his face and stuff. He just doesn't seem right.
In the first
think
round, I
he
thought
is.
she was the mole
Trump hater.
because of her look, her dyed hair, and how she initiated the conversation.
I think it was the combination of my nerves and because I was wearing a crop top and it's not so conservative, and I had a piercing out earlier.
I mean, then that's just her fault. It's no one else's, just hers.
Raise your hand if you have any doubt and you would like to continue the game.
Everybody's going to vote in 2020?
Yes, absolutely.
Does everybody have a favorite for 2020?
I'm voting for Trump.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I'll.
Why didn't you just make life easier and just say you're going to vote for Trump?
I'm proud to cast my vote for Donald Trump.
President Trump, yes.
Trump here.
I think I made people focus on me because I didn't know if I don't know if I would vote for him again. I think that if someone better does come along, I don't want to just automatically say he'll forever have my vote. I just want to clarify, just in case you guys don't think that I support him, because I totally do. But I am curious that one of the major things right now is immigration. So what is your guys' stance on immigration?
I think that guy just likes his beard, really. I think that's why he keeps on touching it.
Well, I'm a second-generation American on both sides. So my dad's parents immigrated from India, and my mom's from Mexico. So I think this country would be nothing without immigrants at all.
Yeah, I grew up in California.
He really does just like his beard. He really does. I think that's just why he keeps on touching it.
In Los Angeles, California, I've seen the demographics change, not often for the good. You know, there are many homeless Americans and veterans. They're homeless on the streets, and yet we spend tons of taxpayer money to support illegal immigration. You know, we have a constitution, and if you can't respect our laws, you know, it's better that you don't come.
Keith, you know he was a Trump supporter. It flowed.
Where do you get your news?
It would be so funny if Keith isn't a Trump supporter now.
I don't watch any cable news at all.
And I listen to a lot of podcasts, like more specifically like Joe Rogan, because he usually has people like Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder, along with people who like are more leftist.
Did you see Alex Jones on Joe Rogan when he was on
I
there?
think he's like wild,
Yeah.
so.
That's where I get my most of my information from, InfoWars.
Oh my god, do you ever stop touching your face, man?
Alex Jones.
Oh, these are really informed people here.
You got to be on top of your game if you're gonna ever talk about politics with anybody.
I want to bring up in the next
If you want to know the truth, you have to look at both sides to understand, you know, what's going on.
Maybe he's just introverted, but to me, he didn't seem like he was actively engaged in the conversation.
I voted out Mike because I wanted to assume that not all white men are Trump supporters.
I was thinking in person, I said, oh, she's gone already, so why am I, it's making it more difficult for me.
Well, bye, Mike.
And I was wondering how the silence was going to play. I now know.
So like, what would you say to the people who are going to think negatively of you as a Trump supporter?
Well, I think the first thing is that no matter what side you stand on, President Trump has reinvigorated our democratic process.
You know, they say, well, he's a racist. I say, well, you just ask them, the people who believe that. You say, well, what's racist about his policy?
Just because of my support, it discredits who I am as a person, or like they're not willing to listen because it's like, yeah, it's really, yeah.
Like in college, because I'm pro-life, I'm discredited from everything. So, oh, you're Catholic, you can't have an opinion on this. We already know what your opinion's going to be.
It's like, we could talk about it. We don't need to fight about it. Just have a conversation. Your next door neighbor probably supports Trump and you don't
I love how he's giving
admit
the
it.
power back to the people. You know, the elites have held it for so long, and they're still fighting to like keep, you know, stay in power. But I think it's really divine, and you know, God's hand is in it. Jesus Christ.
I have a question probably for the next segment if we have another one.
Zach made himself seem too suspicious because he had his American pin flag. I thought maybe he was trying too hard.
Well, that's my guess gone now, then.
So we have a tie. So we're gonna do a revote. The tie is Zach and Natalie.
Honestly, I was kind of baffled by it.
I wasn't really surprised just because, like, I don't fit the look of somebody who supports Trump.
I think I voted for Zach because I didn't want to vote for Natalie, which is probably why I voted for Trump. I didn't want to vote for Hillary.
Well, isn't that a bit obvious? If you don't want to vote for one person, obviously you're going to vote for the other person. But what?
So I voted for Trump.
Well, now that's my guess gone. I can't look at him anymore. My vote, though, I'm going to go for the woman on the left still. Still, yeah. Because it was my first guess, to be honest, so yeah.
Yeah, I have a question though. I'm curious, you know, because, you know, obviously you guys are like of millennial age. How do you define conservatism?
The current narrative of the left is creating a sort of victimhood. And what I find on the right is that there's a huge victor mentality. It's all how hard do you want to work to get your life to a certain point. I wouldn't even use like the label for myself. Even registered, I'm independent.
It's deregulation and providing the opportunity for everyone to make the best for themselves, not to be provided the best, not to have financially so that you're obligated to someone else, because my dad came from absolutely nothing, did his national duty and built a life for himself, and I was able to go to college because of it. Like, I went to school on the GI Bill from him.
I see so many people who are using government assistance to go to Disneyland. That's not what it's for. It's so that you can build yourself up and make America great again. It's like, if I'm gonna work and my dad's gonna work the hours that he does and not be home so that he can provide for his family, it's only fair that he gets to see that money.
Just really quickly, because I know this round is going to end. So you said that you wouldn't necessarily, you're not for sure casting your vote for Trump in 2020. Is there if you had to vote for a Democratic candidate right now?
As of right now, I don't see that person.
Okay.
But I just am not sure. I support him now as a president, and in 2016, It's not to say that I wouldn't, it's just whoever.
That does make sense, to be honest. She's not just one like, I love Trump, no one else is better than Trump. She does think if there's someone better than Trump, she will probably go for that. She's probably the best one, you know. But yeah, I do think she is a Trump supporter.
It's like getting really hard. That's why I didn't want another round.
She talked a lot more than Catherine did, so there's a lot more opportunity for me to like find holes.
I didn't want to vote anybody out. I just felt like everyone was honest, and so I was just like, I don't even think Mike is still in the game, but I wrote his name down.
Raise your hand if you would like to keep playing the game. If the lights around you turn red, the mole is still in the square and you guys lose. If the lights turn green, you have voted the mole out and you win. Ready?
Right, guys, so we got to the end, but the woman on the left, I did say first that it's going to be her. She has been quite good, though, but the other two, I'm not sure. So I'm going to say, if it turns red, I reckon it's the woman on the left. If it turns green, I reckon it's that Zach. But yeah, I'm still not sure.
Can I have the mole, please? Step forward.
Yes, I was actually right. Didn't even know that, man. Jeez, I was not expecting that.
I am the mole.
I really thought I was gonna win.
All right, young lady, congratulations.
You did a great job. She did a great job.
I don't consider myself a Republican in any way. All of my positions are pretty progressive.
I'm super happy to have had this dialogue.
I think this experience has taught me that a lot of the people who are Trump supporters, like Sierra for example, go back and forth on what they believe and are asking themselves tough questions.
Everyone like has a story to tell, and everyone's voices should be heard, even if they disagree with you.
What's up?
Well, there we go. That's the end of the video. That's the end of this video as well. She was the winner. I kind of got it right. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to this second channel. Smash that like button as well, and I'll see you in the next one.